What's going on, Washington fans? Welcome to the JTFB channel. It's your boy Josh Taylor, and a lot of exciting things going on. I mean, the last few weeks we have been blessed with some awesome news, with the draft, also with the new stadium news being announced right after the draft. And then, of course, I'm moving back to Virginia. I've literally packed up everything except what you see right here. Behind me is nothing but boxes and bags and stuff. So as soon as I get done with this video, I am packing up everything else and I will be done. So you probably won't see a video from me for the rest of the week until I get to Virginia. I'll probably get there like Friday night. So maybe the weekend coming up, I'll drop a video. But some more exciting news in the Josh Harris era of just owning the team. Something that I didn't expect to happen this fast. I mean, this honestly blew my mind when I saw the news. But guys, the draft is coming to Washington, D.C. in 2027. So 2026, we have the draft in Pittsburgh. But 2027, one of the most iconic draft classes in a very, very long time, with an iconic backdrop. They've already dropped some renderings, but just massive news. And of course, Josh Harris and Roger Goodell was with Trump today when they announced it and made it official. So it is official. But guys, just look at the beauty of what we have here. I mean, my God. So it's going to be on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. So if you can just imagine that strip. So what you're looking at right now is obviously the Capitol. And then you have that long strip. And then, of course, you have the Washington Monument. And then you have like the reflection pool and all that. But just this is the perfect spot, honestly, because it can hold so many people. And they're expecting to break records. I'll get to that in a second. But just look at that setup. Oh, my gosh. I mean, first off, like it is going to be a lot of people. But holy smokes, that view, just like I said, with that draft class, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I think Nashville had a crazy draft. It was awesome. I went to the one in Cleveland. I thought that one was nice. I liked, downtown Cleveland with like the backdrop of the water and stuff. But just the iconic view, the history of Washington, D.C., having the Capitol there, having the Washington Monument behind you, and then just having the stage right there. That's the best draft setup of all time. Of all time. It does not get any better than that. And, I talked about, how many people Josh Harris said in the ceremony at the White House about the draft. I believe we will get over 1 million people at the draft. 1 million. That has never happened before. That has never been done. Detroit, who was rocking, that place was nuts. The most they had was 750,000 people. Josh Harris believes, and I fully believe him because it's in a really good location, that they can break the record by over 250,000 people. That is just mind-blowing stuff. So it is mind-blowing, first off, that Washington is even in this position to where they're getting the new stadium at RFK. They need some votes and stuff like that, but it's getting pushed. It's getting backed by Trump. It's getting backed by Roger Goodell. It's getting backed by all of these people. They want sports, and they want just all of the respect and the economy stuff that comes with it. They just want all of that sports feel back in DC. And it's not, of course they have the Caps, they have, the Nationals and the Wizards and stuff, but and the the Mystic, but it's just they want football back in DC. And I thought this wouldn't happen until we got a new stadium, which, I mean, it could also, come, by the time we get the stadium, it'll be 2030. So it'll be 3 years before we even get a stadium. It could come to DC again, like down the road, of course, in the new stadium, like, 10 years from now. But I just didn't think it would happen this fast. So Roger Goodell, and, as much hate as he gets, he's doing a great job of really pushing this agenda of getting Washington back to DC, and, not just the stadium, but now the draft. If you're a draft head like me, this is my Super Bowl. I would much rather host the draft than host the Super Bowl, because this is my Super Bowl. Unless Washington's in it, then of course playing at home in our new stadium in the Super Bowl is at the top of the bucket list, of course. But I am such a draft junkie. If you are a draft junkie too, there's a lot of us out there that are Washington fans. You are just elated at this. Like, why did it take so long to get to this moment? But we're finally here. You should be ecstatic about this news. Like, we've had to travel to Green Bay and all these other places, in Pittsburgh. It is what it is. But guys, this is just a fantastic opportunity. I've already seen people from other fan bases saying, oh, I am planning a trip to that draft for sure. We've had this dry run of just crappy places for the draft. A big reason why I haven't gone to any in the last 2 or 3 years. I might go to Pittsburgh. We'll see. But having it back, it just, so close to home with me moving back to Virginia. There's just so much good news that comes with this. 1 million people? I don't think y'all realize how much people is 1 million people. This is crazy news. But it just shows you how different things are right now. I mean, just took off. Went from last place of everything to now we are just to the moon right now. With the new stadium, with hosting the draft in 2 years. That is insane. I'm so happy about this. I cannot stress how perfect this is. And like I said, there's a lot of big names in that draft. A lot of big names. Jeremiah Smith, the best wide receiver prospect in a very, very long time. Dylan Stewart, my boy Hollywood, Ryan Williams, Arch Manning. I doubt he comes out this year, so it probably will be 2027. Colin Simmons, DJ Lagway, Jordan Seaton, Dylan Raiola, Cam Coleman. There's so many. And then the ones next year that are really, really good that will come out in 2027 because of the NIL money. This class is absolutely loaded. There's 4 or 5 guys that are number 1 overall pick quality guys. Smith, Stewart, I'll say Williams, Arch Manning, DJ Lagway, if he keeps going. Collins, guys, this class is nuts. The 2026 class does excite me, but everyone since last year, especially with all the freshmen that broke out, everyone last year said, holy smokes, 2027 is going to be an historic draft class. Absolutely bonkers. So you have a big-time draft class at a big-time location with just an absolute beautiful venue. And, of course, Irvin Magic Johnson said his part in it. The 2027 NFL Draft will be held in Washington, D.C. I'm so excited for the city and the entire DMV area. The city of D.C. is on fire right now, especially with the possibility of the new Commander Stadium being built on the old RFK site. So, guys, what a time. We got a quarterback. We got an owner. We have a new stadium on the way. And then we have this in 2 years. 2 years. I will absolutely be working that draft for sure. I got a lot of big things cooking right now. Big reason for me moving back. But man, 2027 is right around the corner, y'all. That's not the stadium. It's all right, 2030. That's going to feel like forever. 2027, that's no time. So guys, this is, there are some fans that hate it. They're like, oh, I'm not going to that. Look how many people. I'm just saying, find me a draft that has had this kind of view. And if you've never been to a draft before, this is a great opportunity, especially for the locals, the Washington fans. This is a great opportunity to finally go. Like I said, I've been to a couple. They've been really cool. There's been some cooler than others. Like I said, Green Bay looked nice. I don't know. Setup was kind of weird for me. There's just not much to do in Green Bay. But DC, you have the DC nightlife. You have the stuff all around it. You're not just walking and then you're like, oh, let's go back to the hotel. It's just, there's nothing to do around here but like a Whataburger or something. Like, that's not DC. You have all that stuff extra you can do in DC. You can just make an actual trip out of it. So, like, when I went to Cleveland, like, it was nice going downtown, seeing everything and just exploring and stuff like that. Like I said, Pittsburgh, I don't know how much I'm going to do exploring wise. Like I said, Green Bay, not much to do really. Detroit, it is what it is. Now, Nashville, I would love for that to happen again. That draft was nuts. But I'm going to put DC as number one. I think DC, Detroit, Nashville are right there at the top of draft locations. And I think this will be perfectly executed and just an overall, just amazing time. I am thrilled with this news. I am beyond thrilled. It took way too long for this to happen, but, it is what it is. This is the Josh Harris effect. I'm pissed at, the stuff we had to go through to get here and all the past regime stuff. But guys, this is such a breath of fresh air. We will never have to go back to what we were ever, 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 ever. And on top of that, the future, what we have to look ahead is going to be better than anything in my lifetime at 31 years old. I know I look young. I'm in my prime. The draft in 2027 and the stadium in 2030. This stretch of the next 5-ish years is going to be legendary. It's going to be legendary. So this is what I highly recommend. Washington needs to load up on picks for 2027 because that draft is nuts. Or enough picks where they can trade up into like the top 3 after winning the Super Bowl and getting a 32nd pick. Let's trade up into the top 5 and get a legendary player in Washington. Can you just imagine what it's going to look like after like our draft picks? They're going to be there. They're going to be home. Washington fans are going to flood that place. We're going to take over like we do everywhere. And we're going to roll out all of our new players right then and there on the spot. That is so exciting, man. Like I said, this is my favorite sporting event of the entire year. You can keep the World Cup. You can keep the NBA playoffs. You can keep the MLB. You can keep hockey. I don't care. Like I said, half the time you can keep the Super Bowl. The NFL draft is where it's at. The NFL draft, the buildup, the tension, the excitement that comes from it, every single pick, you're just stressing. There's nothing like it. The unpredictability, the chaos, everything that comes with the draft, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm glad that it's finally coming to the DMV. And I can't wait, y'all. I cannot wait. This move back is coming at the perfect time. Everything is just aligning for me, for the team. I mean, we're blessed, man. We have it made right now. NFC Championship game. Like I said, franchise quarterback, just so much excitement. So, like I said, there's some fans that don't like this. There's some fans that are like against it, whatever. That's you. There's a lot of us that are hype about this. And I can't wait, y'all. It looks beautiful. Like, I can't stop looking at this. I might make this like my wallpaper on my computer. Who knows? But guys, I appreciate y'all checking out this quick video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I got to get back to packing. So wish me luck. I'll be headed out of here Thursday. It's storming outside right now. It's raining pretty much the next 3 days while I'm carrying everything outside, of course. But guys, I cannot wait to share so much with y'all. And with minicamp coming up, rookies just got their numbers. The free agents just got their numbers. Just so much going on right now. Make sure you subscribe to keep up on all the news. And like I said, I probably won't be able to do a video the rest of this week just because I'll be, having everything packed up. But once I get to Virginia, I'm unpacking immediately and getting right back to the grind as mini camp and stuff starts happening. Rookie mini camp is the weekend I get there. So just a lot of exciting things cooking up. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.